big news today, everybody. Guess what? I got engaged, I proposed, and she said yes. My girlfriend of over 4 years said yes to marrying me. So I am one of the happiest guys around right now. And I gotta tell you, the only reason that this happened at all was because, I quit porn. I quit porn and I turned my life around. And it really made me commit to the things that mean something to me. And that's what this is all about. It's about helping people be the best people that they can possibly be. I want other people to experience the same level of happiness. And I know that in order to do that, you gotta get through, this tough little spot right now. Kicking this habit's not an easy thing, but I promise you that it is so worth it. So welcome to the Sacred Sexuality Project. My name is Mark Wepp and I'm here to help you quit porn and live a higher expression of your sexuality. And today what I'm going to be talking to you guys about is being 100% bought in to the process of kicking porn out of your life. Okay? Because if you're not completely bought in, you're not going to get there. You're not going to remove this from your life and you're not going to start living the way that you really want to. When it comes down to kicking porn, there's all sorts of different strategies and techniques and approaches, and some things work for some people and some things work for other people. Everyone's got their own special formula that's going to get them to where they want to be. But the one thing that all the people who are successful in kicking porn out of their life have in common is that they are all 100% bought in to the process. So what do I mean by that? What do I mean by 100% buy-in? Well, it really means that you are unconditionally bought into your goal, okay? Which means that you are going to do this no matter what. You are mind, body, and spirit aligned towards moving through this thing. I think what a lot of people do is, they think about all the positive things that they'll get from getting over porn. They think about, oh, well, I'll get real connection with women, I'll recover from sexual dysfunction, I'll have more motivation, better focus, all these awesome things. And that's true, you'll get those. It's all a part of it. But when you focus entirely on the positives, it doesn't set you up for the reality of what it's going to take to get there. With most endeavors, it's about focusing on the positives. It's about, if you look at it the right way with most things, it'll make it much easier. You focus on the positives, it gets your mind aligned the right way, and suffering is almost a choice. But recovering from an addiction is a little bit different, because regardless of what kind of perspective you hold, no matter what kind of positive thinking you are practicing, you're still going to suffer. It's still going to have some really tough points. It's kind of like, if you have a wound on your arm, a big scab, it's going to itch as it heals. No matter what, there's no way around it. So in the same way, there's no way around there being tough points in you getting over an addiction. And if you can get over an addiction without struggling at all, then, well, you weren't addicted. So with that being said, you need to sign up for both the positives and the difficulties that are involved with this process. If you don't do this, here's what's going to happen, okay? You're going to be focusing on all the awesome stuff that you'll get from recovery, and you'll be going along all nice, and then stuff's going to get real hard. You're going to get a real strong urge, a real strong craving for porn, because, your addict brain is just spasming, being like, give me dopamine, and all that stuff. And when that comes up in your mind, you're going to be like, oh God, this sucks, saying no. You're like, I didn't sign up for all this pain, and then you relapse. And that's what happens. Or, on the flip side, if you're only thinking about the negatives, how hard this is going to be, you're never really going to be making any progress because you're just going to be fatalistic. You'll be like, oh, this is going to suck so bad, it's not even worth it, right? And you're not even going to make any progress. So what you need is you need to have both. You need to clearly identify, the benefits that you will get from overcoming porn, but you also need to be really realistic about how tough this might be. And by looking honestly at both of these things and wholeheartedly committing to it and accepting it, that's what's going to give you the resolve and the ability to make a sustainable change in your life. So if you find yourself, regularly relapsing and you've been at this for a while, this might be a good opportunity for you to get recommitted to what this is all about. Take some time to outline all the ways in which you see getting porn out of your life is going to improve the way that you live. Get clear, write it down. Maybe you need to sit down, get your meditation on, and just visualize what your life would be like, and walk through a day in your mind of what your life would be like if you didn't have porn in your life and you had all the motivation and focus that you needed. Once you establish that, that'll give you the draw, that'll give you the drive you need in order to confront the other part, the pain, right? And here's the part where you kind of got to get, down and dirty with yourself. You got to get down deep in and look at what this is going to take from you. The kind of self-sacrifice and self-denial that you're going to have to go through to say no to those urges. You got to find inside of yourself all of that pain and all of that fear that, is going to be the obstacle that you need to move through in order to recover. And when you find that inside of yourself, you need to really just open your arms and say, bring it on. I'm ready for whatever you're going to throw at me. So by understanding and wanting the benefits, it's going to move you forward. But by understanding and accepting the hardship, it's going to keep you grounded and real. With these components in place, you'll be set to start building up all of the habits and life changes you need around this solid foundation, okay? So everything else that we're doing in the Sacred Sexuality Project and all of my other videos and all the other things I tell you to do, they are not really going to get you there unless if you can first take care of this step. So dig deep, get clear on where you want to go, get clear on what it's going to take to get there, and then just start getting it. Until next time, friends, I want you all to stay clean.